Man, this is something else. At number 23 on WSGN's playlist, you see, back in the 60s, the top 40, you don't see this anymore. This doesn't happen. The radio stations are run by these big corporations who don't give a rat's you know what, except for just one thing, the bottom line. Of course, in the 60s, they were watching the bottom line too. Don't get me wrong. But there was a lot more to it than just watching the bottom line. Because it was often fun to work a top 40 station back in the 60s. And they showed a lot of love for the local bands. And Chicago, WLS, WCFL in Chicago showing love for the local bands. Eyes of March, New Colony 6, the Buckinghams. So it was in Birmingham. At number 23, the Distortions, Behind My Wall. Distortions, a local band from Birmingham, from the Inslee area. Started out with three guys in 1962, high school students. Robert Alexander, bass player. Ned Bibb on vocals. Bobby Marlin on drums. Drums they rehearsed in Robert Alexander's basement. And they got good enough to back a fellow named Travis Womack. 1965, 1966. Travis Womack had come out with a record called Distortion. Part 1. And these guys thought, hey, let's call ourselves the Distortions. So there you have it. They added a keyboard player, started recording for the C record label about 1965, somewhere in there. Recorded 3 sides, including a Ned Bibb original. They did a slow version of Elvis Presley's Hound Dog as well. And they added a guitar player in 1966. His name was Eddie Rice. And they recorded a record on the Malcolm C. Dirge record label. The song was called Thank You God. Thank You John, rather. They got on WSGN's playlist. 610 WSGN in Birmingham. Let's play these guys. And WSGN got out during the daytime. They were 5,000 watts, but they were on the 610 frequency. You're on a low frequency, you can get out. You can get them here in Tuscaloosa clear. Distortions all over Alabama, all over Birmingham, all over Beham. And the flip side to that, Thank You John, was I Ain't Gonna Eat Out My Heart Anymore, the Rascals song back in 1965. Now we come to their big hit, their biggest hit that I'm gonna play for you, Behind My Wall, produced by Ed Boutwell. Supposedly sold about 10 to 15,000 copies, which is not mega big, but for a local band, not very shabby at all. It was distributed by the Smash record label. They picked it up and they distributed the record. Wow, gosh darn it. Man. Distortions at number 23, Behind My Wall.